Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. Time for yet another news ramble video. I apologize these come up so often, but you know, there's been news. So today we have Kamen Rider Zi-O news and a little bit of Build news, but mainly Zi-O or Geo news. I'll definitely call it by his right name once the show starts, but it just, I'm old-fashioned. When I see a Z, I pronounce it like a Z. So Zi-O news, we got the series synopsis yesterday, which I have my little cheat sheet over here. I got the iPad over here so I can actually remember names sometimes and be like halfway professional. Not even 55%, just like 50%. And then we got just some, you know, in-show scans with some info on stuff we already had. We got toy scans a little while back with like info on the weapons and stuff, and I almost filmed a video for it, but I decided to wait because I didn't want to use the Geek Cauldron pictures. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So we got the official synopsis yesterday. So it is the fall of 2018. All the CW DC shows are premiering again. All is well. No, okay. When suddenly before the, I don't know, I did a mix of the voices. It's fall of 2018 when suddenly before the protagonist was born in 2000 appears a time machine. A mysterious girl who emerges from the time machine tells him, "I come from the year 2068. This is weird. I'm gonna continue it though. A future where a demonic king reigns and makes his people suffer, creating a hopeless world." I think we're here already. The girl who came from the year 2018, or to the year 2018, sorry, is desperate to change the future. She says, "In the future, you will become a demon who destroys the world, the king of time. Geo, who spells his name Zi-O, but it's pronounced Geo. It's pretty evil." So the hero is destined to become a Kamen Rider, isn't a hero, but a future demonic king? That picture's in there of a face like that. No, I'm just kidding. Just what is the fate of the future? This is the story of a Kamen Rider who will fight to save the past, present, and future across time while encountering the past Heisei Riders over the course of history. So basically we just need to call the legends, Bebo it up, bam, just get the villains with some Bebo power. Bebo want them cuddles. So yeah, this is Decade. You know, there's been a lot of Decade comparisons and stuff, especially with it being an anniversary series and past riders, but like, the idea of the main rider being known at some other time or location, whatever, as an evil rider. Like, Decade was the destroyer of worlds too, right? That was his whole reputation throughout the series. So I think in order to stay true to Decade, they should end the series with a trailer for a movie that will wrap things up, but then when the movie comes out, the trailer had nothing to do with the movie. No, but yeah. Let's go ahead and go over these little bits of extra news as well, and then I'll sort of just give general thoughts. There's really not a whole lot of stuff you probably already didn't know from the toy scans, but like we got the bikes, Gates, Kamen Rider Gates is the name of the second rider. We found that out since then. Can time travel, and they both share a bike that they summon with one of the ride watches. Kamen Rider Gates, it just says, there's really not like a whole lot that we don't know. Like, he carries 2 ride watches, you know, is red, his finisher name. There's really not a whole lot of new info. There was a burst of speculation yesterday that he was gonna be a girl, or it was gonna be a girl. I never want to rule anything out just in case I get proved wrong later. I want all of the credit, but none of the blame. But, you know, I could sort of see it with Zi-O. I don't know, I feel like every year, whether it's Sentai or Rider, there's always randomly a suit that's targeted for people thinking it's female. I think it's gonna be male. Like, I'm looking at it right now, like, it's kind of skinny. I don't know, it could go either way. Because you did have female riders, like, transforming, like, into stuff like Ixa, and it just looks kind of nondescript. But we'll see. Okay, so this was in the clear pictures, which is Geo's weapon, which is the G-Con grade, which is like a classic sword gun weapon, and you attach like one of the ride watches to it. And I saw the toy scans, and like the gun mode looks kind of okay. The sword mode, I kind of hate how clunky it looks, because you have like the main, like it's, you know, a sword, and you have like a circle thing on the hilt, and then like on the side is the ride watch tumor thing. I kind of wish, like, instead of having 2 balls, that sounded, I didn't mean to say that, but 2 circles, just put like the ride watch port on one side and then have a design on the other side, so it kind of looks a little bit more like a Shinobi Maru, like, you know, instead of having, I don't know, it just makes it look so clunky. I feel like so many things lately have been like function over fashion. Stuff we already know is uses the ride watches to transform, you know, those little circular things, and that is pretty much it. We did see some stuff in the other scans. The only thing I'm thinking of note was we saw Gates' weapon as well, which is like a sword or like an axe-ish weapon, which I actually think looks a lot cooler. But yeah, I mean, I'm not unexcited. I think some of this premise sounds cool. I mean, I could very well, weeks from now, be bringing you an episode review and be in love with the show, and it could be just as good as Build, who knows. And I think there's a lot to be excited for, just because it's a new writer show. I like the design of the suit. I like the design of the Rider-esque suits. I mean, the concept isn't uncool, but it definitely is decayed, and I'm not usually the type of person to be like, oh, they're just doing the same story again, but it's like, wow, that's... like, exactly, like, you know, exactly, like, he's, you know, known as a villain in the future. There's probably going to be a whole storyline about him to prove it wrong. And the thing is, though, is that that type of story has, like, tropes that usually get me invested. And even now, I think this has potential to be an interesting story of him sort of trying to prove the future wrong, see how he gets from A to B, like, you know, there's potential for twists, like maybe he, like the guy that's Zeo now, or Geo now, isn't the evil guy, or like what would happen to him to make him the evil guy. There's some stuff in the scans too about like traveling, like we see some stuff in the Edo period, which they just have to go to every time they're in Toku. And so there'll be, it sounds like there might be a mix of like time travel, like he might go places like, you know, faraway places like that, or go to a time period when a certain writer existed. I don't think that was specifically said, but I'm just assuming. They also said that he's going to be fighting enemies from the future called Another Writers, which is interesting. So it's hard to tell right now because obviously we haven't seen any footage or any more clear stuff about it, but from what the tidbits we got here, it sounds like it could be interesting, at least like potentially multiple different styles of storytelling. Like we could have time travel to the past without really involving like meeting a writer, you know, other than an enemy combatant maybe, but then you could have one where he travels to meet Kuga, you know, you could have one where writers travel to meet him, you could have one in present day. So that's what I'm hoping for, I guess, at least, is I think that this offers the opportunity to mix up the formula a little bit. Not like we've kind of escaped that 2-episode formula for most of X8 and Build, but, you know, I'm just thinking, like, this offers a lot of different opportunities rather than just, like, a time travel story of the week type of deal. I still am just a bit anniversary fatigued. Like, if you were to send this to me, like, 7-10 years ago, I would be freaking out, so excited right now. Like, I remember Kiva was my first writer that I saw live, so when Decade was announced, I thought it was just really cool, because we weren't but now we do this all the time, and, like, his forms, they look like those ones you get like in the Gone Bride games for like every writer practically since Decade. We get like a version of those that are shown off in those games or in a DVD special, maybe once in the movie. You know, we have every season has the past season on a gimmick, so I am definitely fatigued at that. So my excitement isn't as high as it could be for the anniversary aspects, but I definitely think there's some interesting stuff here, but it is kind of a shame that the backstory does sound so samey, but I'm fairly sure at least that once we get into the show, it will, you know, separate itself a little bit. In other a little bit smaller news, we have a small bit of Build tidbit, which is Grease is actually getting another form. Kamen Rider Grease Lightning, Kamen Rider Grease 2 with Michelle Pfeiffer. No, Kamen Rider Grease Blizzard Knuckle. So he's using the Blizzard Knuckle, and it looks like a standard build driver to transform into this. It's kind of just like an Arctic version of Grease, and it's got like the robot Jelly Claw on one of the arms, which is really neat. I actually really dig it a lot. Like, there's probably a picture up on screen right now of where I'm looking, but I actually like it a lot. It's very simple, but I'm happy he's getting another one. I've commented a couple times, I think both in the news videos and in my episode reviews, that it kind of sucks that Grease didn't get another form. Like, his closest thing to a power-up before this was getting 2 Twin Breakers in his hands, so he could just double flip people off. And I expected, if anything, he'd probably get something in like a post-series special, like episode Grease or something. But so, that makes me happy, and I think it looks pretty cool. It gives a little extra purpose to the Blizzard Knuckle. But yeah, that's about it. I think the only other potential next news video on the horizon that I can see for Zeo is they're doing the press conference on the 7th or 8th. So there might be some stuff worth talking about there. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully you're not too annoyed by all these little news updates, but there's just, you know, been fun stuff to talk about. But anyway, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring the bell if you want to see more of these videos or my other videos. Dawson Rider, signing out.